Roundtable's waiting for you. Questions fly, the chat lights up, stories shared over coffee cups, laughs and lessons on the air. Tuesday nights, we're all there. It's the best damn show on earth. Amateur radio roundtable. Know your worth. Tune in, chat, learn, and play. We're live at W5. UB.com every Tuesday. And Brett, Tom, and all of you. We're making ham dreams come true. See you Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Central at W5KUB.com. Questions fly, the chat lights up, stories shared over coffee cups, laughs and lessons on the air. Tuesday nights, we're all there. It's the best damn show on earth. Amateur radio roundtable. Know your worth. Tune in, chat, learn, and play. We're live at W5KUB.com every Tuesday. Brett, Tom, and all of you. We're making ham dreams come true. It's the best damn show on earth. Amateur radio roundtable. Know your worth. On the air tonight. The roundtable's lit and the signal's tight. For static fades, I twist the knob. The shack comes alive. This is my job. Elite. Another night beneath the sky. I'm calling out. That tone across the globe. I'm not alone. The net's alive and I'm checking in. Let the conversation begin. More at the amateur radio roundtable. We're all plugged in, solid and stable. W5KUB's calling loud and proud, spinning stories through the static cloud. From KW5GP to you and me, 7BG. We're rocking the bands, wild and free. Glenn's got mods on a breadboard bass. Brett's breaking news from a distant place. Tom's at the helm like a seasoned vet, streaming it live on the internet. Antenna swing, the skip is long. We're singing the ham radio.
Mic test 1 2 3.
Dial, let's catch some heat. 40 meters never felt so sweet. Oh, at the amateur radio roundtable with coastlines and power cables. The expeditions, QSLs. We've got more ham than a southern belle. From KW5G
Mic test 1 2.
me, 7BG. We're working the world wild and free.
Hey, welcome out there to Randy, KN6BZG. Welcome again, man. Glad you're with us again tonight. KC7DIR John. Hey, man. Thanks for coming back again tonight, man. You guys are regulars. All right, Mike, test 1, 2.
I hear you.
Yeah, I was hearing a little feedback coming through from somewhere. I wonder if that was coming from you.
I don't hear it.
I couldn't find it here. Were you hearing it?
I don't.
You there, Brett?
Hear any.
Well, I tell you what.
I'm here. My image screen was frozen for a second.
Yeah.
Now it's okay.
You got my note about our backup audio link?
Yes.
Okay. You're starting to break up a little bit. You're starting to break up a little bit already. This is just unusual. We've run so good so many weeks that I'm not sure what's causing this. I didn't even hear a word you said. I saw you move your mouth, but didn't hear a word you said. Your mouth is moving 100 miles an hour, but no words.
Check, check. Hello?
Yeah, I heard you that time.
Yes. Would you like me to test Zoom?
Well, no, not yet. I mean, it sounds like you're talking louder now, and you're coming through.
Yeah, I think there might be some squelch on this.
Yeah, I think that was the issue. When you raised your voice, you started sounding fine.
Yep. There might be squelch or compression.
Yeah.
Or both.
Could be. Well, let's just try it like this for a while. Glenn may be a little late.
Now I can go into the Windows mixer and boost my gain. I mean, let me do that. I'll boost my mic gain.
Okay.
Okay, my mic's a little hotter now.
Yeah, I mean, you're solid. Yeah.
Video.
Yeah, you wasn't solid that time, I don't think. Try it again. Yeah, it's kind of like when this happens, you speed up like the Keystone Cops. You know how they go real fast?
Yeah.
You were normal, and then you speeded up real fast for about 1 second, and then you went normal again. We'll play around with it a little bit here.
Yeah. what happens is it's stalling and catching up.
Yeah, yeah. All
But it's
right.
not doing it on my screen. It's doing it only on the web browser that goes out to vMix.
Yeah. All right. Let me just make a quick announcement here for all of our listeners out there listening. We're live right now, and if you're out there on WBCQ, you're listening to Amateur Radio Roundtable on shortwave. WBCQ 7490. Send us an email. Let us know where you are. We'd love to hear from you. This is a show about shortwave, ham radio, amateur radio, electronics. If you'd like to join us, you can join us on Tuesday nights and watch our video show. Just go to w5kub.com. All right. Well, very good. What am I looking at there? Is that an antenna?
That is something I want to show.
You know, I've got an antenna just about that very same size. I've got an antenna just about that very same size for 2.4 gigs for Wi-Fi. I was going to bring it down. I was going to bring it down out of the attic and show it to you, but I hadn't brought it down. But it's just about the same size.
Yeah. This one is for 900 megahertz, and the reason why it's so big is because the pinwheels have to be spaced about a wavelength apart.
Ah. I'm not sure what's in mine. It's just standard 2.4 Wi-Fi. I would imagine it's what, a collinear probably.
Well, this one is kind of a weird sort of a collinear. That one, I don't know about the one you have. Might be also.
Yeah.
But this is a weird collinear because it has horizontally polarized elements stacked up.
Yeah. Well, mine is advertised as, I don't know, lots of gain, to go through concrete walls and stuff like that. That's what they mention. I guess if you got a lot of gain like it, of course it will go through.
Yes, I have one like that I can show also for Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get that. I'll be right back. It's up in my attic. I gotta go up 2 floors. Be right back.
Oh, okay.
All right, are you there? Are you there, Brett? Yes, not.
Static, it's a call sign wave where legends hang and the airwaves blaze.
WD8IOL, welcome. Glad to see you back tonight.
The round table's rolling, it's gonna be great. It's the best ham radio show online. Amateur radio roundtable every time.
All right, I see you. All right, Brett, take a look at this.
Yep.
About the same. Let's see if I can get a better shot here.
It's 5 figure Wi-Fi.
Hang on, let me turn the music down a little. Tell you what, since Glenn is not here, let me try to do a. Let's see, I'm going to try to do just a 2 picture.
It's 2.4.
Is that a 2.4? No, what is that one? Yeah, you're freezing. Okay. Well, do you want to try the Zoom link I sent you?
Sure. Let me try that right now. I have to disconnect. I'll do it.
Yeah, okay. Just dial in on the Zoom link.
Tuesday night.
All right, there you are. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, and good movement and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Looks good.
Yep.
Looks good.
No, I can't see you though.
Yeah, I can fix that. Hang on. Let's do this. Let me see if I can do this.
Yeah, I'm seeing 2 windows of myself.
Yeah, let me do this. Let's see if I can bring you in here. There's me, right? You see me.
Yes, I do.
And let me add you. Let's see, layers. And you are, oh gee, this thing's a little complicated to set up. Okay, you are 43, bam. And then let me see if I can, oh, don't want to do that. Wrong thing. Here we go.
Okay, I need to unzoom myself. Let me do that.
The problem is on my end right now. I've got to set you up here.
Okay. Oh, I'm just making myself take up less of the frame. There we are.
Now, why did I change to that picture there instead of me? What? Anyway, I'll figure that out in a minute. Well, let's see here. I'll get you here in a minute. Trying to figure this thing out.
Not freezing. That's a good thing.
All right, let's see. Okay. All right, I can make you a little smaller. Now, why did I drop out of there? I was in there a minute ago. Let me see where my picture is. Okay, let's see. Number 5. Number 5. I gotta put number 5 in there. I think that'll get me back in. Okay. I'll get there. Can you see me moving the picture around?
Yes, I can.
Okay.
I see myself in a box and you next to me.
Yeah, okay, well, that's not good, but we'll go with that.
Oh, if you can slide my box down a little.
Yeah, okay, let's see. Let me take you.
Now, I don't know what'll happen when Glenn arrives.
Well, I'll put us back into three, like normal. Let's see.
With you? Ah, there you go. Yes.
Well, that's better.
Yep.
Yeah, that's better. Okay. KE8 HIW. Mark P. Welcome, Mark P. Well, so far, looks like the Zoom is holding up really nice.
Oh, yeah. Zoom isn't freezing.
I mean, no freezing and good movement, perfect audio.
Yeah. Good and good green screening.
Yeah. Man, I don't know. Okay. Yeah, your antenna's a little bit bigger than mine, but
Yeah.
it's a little bigger, but
Well, here's one that's not as big as yours. This is a 5.4 gigahertz quality.
oh yeah. Let me fix you a little better here. Let's see.
Here, I can't fit it all on the screen, so I'll run it by. This is a 2.4 gigahertz quality. This is about a meter long.
All right. Well, we got a few minutes before we start. Let's see who's checked in the chat room tonight. We'll say hello to them. Well, it's only just a few tonight. Again, WD8 IOL's in there. John, KC7DRI. Clifton's in there, KE8FTH. And Mark P, KE8HIW. And who else was in there earlier? Let me see. Randy, KN6BZG. Glenn is at a ham meeting tonight. He's probably going to be late if he does check in. We are streaming tonight to x.com, Facebook, Twitch, and YouTube. I was out there looking to see if there's another we can add on, but I don't see any other real good carrier out there to log on to. I mean, you got Kick and you've got, I don't know. There's one in Europe called Trovo, Trovo. I've been on it a little bit. Might add Trovo in here. That'd be 5 streams. Well, what we'll do, we'll just go back to. I don't understand what happened here. My picture, something happened in my picture there. Something happened in my picture there. Something happened in my picture. I'll try to line them up here. Put you guys. I'll try to line them up here. That's interesting. Put you guys. That's interesting. Put you guys. I'm hearing myself now. Something happened. Yeah, I'm hearing myself now. Something happened. Test 1, 2, 3. Testing. Okay, on that shot, I'm not hearing myself. Interesting. Okay. Let's look at it. Okay. All right, I suppose I'm still working. Yeah, I'm still working. Let's see. The audio's okay now, right? Say something, Brett.
Yes.
Okay, I hear you. Right. Okay, I got a couple minutes. We got several things to talk about tonight. I have great confidence that our workaround audio system is going to give us a lot better quality tonight. I'll send a note to the vMix guys and see what the difference is. I've been copying you on all the chat bots, what information I've been able to pull up. I'll say hello to ELM. Don't know who that is. ELM. Hey, if you want to change your name, or anybody want to change your name in the chat room, just down where it says where you make your comments, just type in a /Nick, N-I-C-K, space, and then type your new name, your call letters, or whatever you want to be called, and that'll change your name. /Nick, space, and then type in what name you want to be called. Okay, I got 8 o'clock. I guess we can go ahead and get started here. So we can get this thing rolling here. All right, hey guys, we got a lot to talk about tonight. Got some interesting things here going on. I think we're going to have an interesting show for you. Glenn's going to be a little late. He's at a ham radio meeting tonight, but he'll be with us in a little while. But hey, we have a special announcement to make tonight. Something big happened, and I'll explain it to you in just a little while. And we got several things to talk about. So let's get right to it.
It's the best ham radio It's heart and soul in every station, from kits and code to satellites. We learn, we laugh, we share the nights. So grab your rig, grab your crew, it's always something cool and new.
All right, we're back. I'm trying to check the date here. We were just informed we have the wrong date up. I guess I'll figure that out in a minute here. Let's see. I'll get that date corrected a little later. We've got so many different inputs to this that sometimes the date doesn't get updated on one of the inputs, and it seems to like to take the earliest date there. All right. Hey, guys. Welcome to Amateur Radio Roundtable. This is a show about ham radio, electronics, shortwave, and so forth. We're so glad you're with us tonight, especially if you're out there listening on shortwave. That's how a lot of us got started, just listening to shortwave. And, boy, that was a good old times. And there's still interesting and exciting things to do on shortwave here. So if you don't have your license and you're interested, we'll help you get your license. Just give us an email. Hey, if you're out there listening, give us an email to tom@w5kub.com, tom@w5kub.com. Tell us where in the world you are and how you're hearing the station. We'd love to hear from you. You're listening on Thursday. That's when our audio on the shortwave is. But the show is actually a video show, and we do have a chat room. We're on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 Eastern, at w5kub.com. So, hey, join us on Tuesday nights if you can. If you would, hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the, the subscribe button. That helps us to advertise the show to other people looking for content such as this. So please do that. Hey, we've got a Facebook group that follows the show. It's just a good Facebook group for you to talk about ham radio and electronics. A nice bunch of people. We've got 15,000 people in it. So, hey, join us. It's just do a search in Facebook for W5KUB, and you'll find it. In fact, tonight, that's one of the places that we're streaming on. We're streaming on that Facebook group, W5KUB, and you can watch us there if you want to. Tonight we're on X.com streaming, we're on Facebook, we're on Twitch TV, and we're on YouTube. So we're in a lot of places in addition to just about every podcast carrier out there like iHeartRadio, iNet Radio, Google Play, and all those. So we're out there in a lot of places. We'd love to hear from you. If you just listen to the audio from a podcast, send us an email. I'd like to find out how many people might be listening out there. And I do get an email every now and then, and it's really good to hear from you guys. All right. Hey, tonight we're going to talk about a little bit about Winter Field Day. We're going to talk about a surprise. How do I say this? A surprise. Something happened, and I'm going to tell you guys in a few minutes what the big surprise was. I'm going to talk about some of the articles in SWR magazine. That's going to be cool. There's a special event called QRZ. It's USA250. Since this is the 250th birthday of the U.S., we'll be talking about that and a bunch of other things. And did I say antennas? Look at this antenna. Look at this antenna, guys. This is a 2.4 gig Wi-Fi antenna. Wi-Fi antenna right there. And Brett's got one even bigger than this. He's going to show you right there. But I guess I ought to hook that up and use it. Maybe I could pick my Wi-Fi up maybe 20 or 30 miles away. I don't know, man. All right, well, let's go down to Brett and see what Brett's doing. Brett, come on in here, Brett, and say hello.
Good evening. Here in Laramie, Wyoming, we've had some really mild weather, and I've used the opportunity to set up some more antennas, including a really interesting one, which is a 900 megahertz collinear for mesh-tastic. And I'll show that if I can share my screen here. This is what it looks like. It is a horizontally polarized collinear antenna, which means that it has a series of elements that are horizontal. They look sort of like pinwheels inside the case. They're stacked up on top of one another, and in order not to interfere with one another, they have to be almost a wavelength apart. Not quite a wavelength apart, because the transmission line inside the tube has a slower velocity than air. But they need to be, you need to engineer it just right so that they don't interfere with one another. Instead, they reinforce one another. And then what happens is they narrow the beam so that you get a fairly narrow beam coming out of the side, and a very intense one. And you don't get much radiation going up or down at all. And this is good for Meshtastic if you're going to put up a repeater, because it will go a long, long way. And Meshtastic, we're using part 15, so you can control the gain and the output power of the radio so that you stay within the part 15 limits. Part 15, you're allowed 36 dBm or dB milliwatts, which is basically the equivalent of 4 watts, including the antenna gain. And so you just got to keep under that in order to keep the FCC happy. And that's what I'm working on with that. Now, as Tom mentioned, we've been talking about Wi-Fi antennas. So I've actually brought out of my storeroom a couple of other sample antennas. This one here, which I'm going to move through the frame because it doesn't fit, is a 5.4 gigahertz collinear antenna. This one is vertically polarized. So what it has is little dipoles made out of coax, where you use you take the two sides of the transmission line. You have one on the outside at first, and then you cross them over, and you have the other one on the outside. The stacking again reinforces the signal. So this is about a 9 dB antenna. And this will make your signals go a long way. It's tuned to the 5.4 gigahertz band, which is the middle of the 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi range. It's the area where you have something called DFS, which means that your equipment has to be able to yield to a radar signal. But that's not much of a problem. We very rarely get interrupted by radar, and so it's a useful antenna to have. I've got one more antenna here, which is sort of like Tom's. This is a super long vertically polarized collinear, also for the Wi-Fi band. And it's got a fiber, you can see it's got a sort of a fiberglass case on it. And this is a recent model that you can buy from what's now called Elcom, what used to be called Hyperlink Technologies when I bought this. And this one has a gain of 15 dBi, which is really high gain for an omnidirectional antenna. And it does radiate out in all directions. This is what you use if you want your Wi-Fi to go over a wide area. Maybe you're trying to set up Wi-Fi for like an entire trailer park, or some other large facility or a stadium. You'll put antennas like this up so that you're able to reach the entire area with just one antenna. So anyway, I've been working on engineering things like that, and climbing on rooftops, upgrading antennas, installing cables for people, and getting them online in various ways. So that's what I've been up to.
Well, that's cool. I didn't know we were going to show so many antennas tonight. I would have brought a couple more down, some Wi-Fi antennas. I've got a little neat one up there. I'll bring it next week. I think it's about 15 elements, a 15-element Yagi that is homemade, using a little piece of PVC pipe, and the elements are just little pieces of a number 12 wire that are in it. And it looks so neat, man. And then I got a couple commercial Yagis like that too. But just like you, maybe I ought to try to use this antenna right here. It's a 2.4 gig, and it's pretty big. Let me see if I can get you a better picture here. There you go. Look at that right there.
Yeah.
And,
does the label say what the gain is?
No, it does not. It doesn't. Let me show you the label on it here. So I think I
Yeah.
can show you the label here. There we go. Well, wait, it does. It does. It just says it says 10 dB. No, 10 dBi. It's 10 dBi. So it's really, hey, it's probably, what is it? You have to subtract some from the dBi to get the dB, but
To get the DVD, you subtract 2.5 decibels, roughly,
yeah.
give or take.
So this is about eight or nine, probably. But hey, it's cool. I never used it. We've got Glenn in here. Let's see if we can get Glenn in here now. Glenn, we have Brett on our Zoom link, and we may have to put you on the Zoom link, Glenn. But I wasn't sure we were going to go with the Zoom link tonight, so I don't have the pictures all set up. But let's just see let's see how you are and if you're freezing a lot tonight. So there's Glenn right there. Glenn, how you doing tonight? I see you got in early from your meeting. Yeah, I can tell already.
Yeah, and I can tell that I'm already freezing.
Yeah, that whole sentence came through fine. Yep. Hey, boy, your cat got in a teleporter or something and went away. Okay. Well, Glenn, if you want to, I sent you an email, Glenn, another link that we can bring you in on audio, just like we brought Brett in. And it's probably going to be mostly solid. So if you want to disconnect and check my email, there's another link, and we'll bring you in and set you up on that. And I think it'll look okie dokie.
All right.
All right. All right, so Glenn's going to check out there. I'm going to see if I can't. I'm going to try to get all three of us in the picture here in just a minute when Glenn comes in.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay. Well, let's see. Participant source. Did I hear somebody?
Adventures in video production.
Okay. Let's see if Glenn can get in here. We're waiting. It shouldn't take him but a second.
Yeah.
Still waiting.
That's one nice thing about Zoom is that I have all sorts of creative backgrounds.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. Here's Internet Soup.
Oh, I see what that is now. But it looks like it's in milk.
Yeah, no,
It's a white soup.
Maybe it's Internet Cereal, Breakfast of Champions.
Don't know. Glenn should have been in here by now.
Of course, you see that it has the old Twitter logo there, not an X.
Yeah,
kind of
yeah. All right, we'll give Glenn just another minute or two here. Not even another minute, maybe a few seconds, to see if he can log in. I like your background here.
Oh yeah. Now here's the old-fashioned test pattern with the Indian. Yeah, that's a fun one. But anyway, yeah, it's amazing what you can do with video on your computer nowadays. Do fancy things like vMix. I guess I'm simpler. I tend to do this more basic video.
Well, the thing about vMix is good. You need to try to set all these different camera shots and things up before the show, because they take, a little while to set them up and adjust and everything. But we're doing this on the fly tonight, so I didn't have it. But we're gonna make it through it. And again, I got a special announcement here. We're gonna make it after we talk with Glenn. Big surprise! Big surprise! What was that?
I want to hear about this.
Yeah. Well, I'm not sure why I'm not seeing him call in. I tested this this week. I can have multiple calls in on that link, and it will actually make each person a different camera shot, so which is really cool.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. In any case, what else can we talk about? I can talk about fests.
Yeah, go right ahead.
Okay. Well, here in the Rocky Mountain region, it is Hamfest season. For some reason, there aren't that many Hamfests during the summer and fall, but there are a lot during the winter, and there's one coming up next weekend where I'm going to have a table, which is the NCARC.
Hold on one second. All right, I've got you back in here, and Glenn, we've got you, Glenn. Let's see. Here we got Glenn, and we've got Brett in here tonight. So I'll work on getting us all on the same page here in just a minute. But go ahead, Brett.
Yeah. Anyway, it's the ranch is kind of a fairground between Fort Collins and Loveland, Colorado. They're going to open the doors bright and early at 8 a.m. on Saturday, and they always have a really, really good flea market. I have gone there looking for a particular make and model of antenna, and not knowing whether they were going to have that particular one, and found two of them. So they actually have a very good selection of things. And then a month later in February, there's going to be another one right near Denver International Airport at the Adams County's Fairgrounds, and that is the Winter Swap Fest, which is being held by the Rocky Mountain Ham Radio Club. That's going to be on a Sunday, the 15th, and so they're going to start at a more civilized hour. They're going to start at 9 a.m. And that is another pretty good one for in terms of the flea market, and they will also have some testing as well, which is popular, and usually a lot of people get their licenses there. So anyway, that's what's going on the Front Range in the next couple of months. So anyway, now I see Glenn, so maybe we can go to him and find out what's up with him. And he's not freezing, which is great.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Glenn, what went on tonight at the meeting? Anything?
Oh, they raised the dues for the first time in 33 years.
Oh, no, man.
So, yeah. But no, just normal first of the year club meeting stuff. Nothing big. Had a interesting program on the lithium deposits here in Arkansas from the USGS.
Yeah.
And some cool things like that. But just all in all, just a regular fun club meeting.
Okay, cool. Okay, I'm about to figure out, let's see. I'm going to get you guys in here. Well, I've got so many things to do right here, man. Let's see. I'm going to get you in here.
See, I kept telling you it was VMix.
Look at there, man. I got you.
I kept telling you it was VMix.
Look at there, man. I got you.
I kept telling you it was
I'm
VMix.
hearing some feedback now.
I kept telling you it was
I'm
VMix.
hearing some feedback now. Let me turn this off. I'm hearing some feedback now. Let me turn this off. I'm hearing some feedback now. Let me turn this off. Okay, test. All right. Okay, test. That's not good. Now I've got things messed up at. I tell you what we're gonna do. Not good. Tell you what we're gonna do. Tell you what we're gonna do. I've got things messed up at. I tell you what we're gonna do. Not good. Tell you what we're gonna do. Tell you what we're gonna do. Tell you what we're gonna do.
Oh, Lord.
Here's what we're gonna do, guys. Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna operate manually, and I'm gonna bring each person in here manually. Yeah, do it the old way. All right. All right. Okay, Glenn. So they raised your dues. They raised your dues, and what else is going on here?
Well, for me, I fixed my Heil headset, and I've got pictures of that that we destroyed last field day,
Okay.
and finished up getting those rotators all rebuilt and ready to go to a ham fest. Getting ready to for ham fest season. I mean, I'm going to a ham fest almost every other week between now and Dayton, and I just added another one this evening.
What was
So
that one?
the Hoxie one on February 21st.
Yeah, Hoxie. I'm considering going. That's going to be a very small, very very small one.
Oh yeah.
I think we had a video from there in the chat room last week that showed last year's Hamfest at Hoxie. It still looked pretty neat. It was just
Yeah.
small. But yeah, I'm
Right.
excited.
Yeah.
Like
You and I.
I'm excited like you. I mean, we're gonna go to Russellville. We're gonna go to oh gee, where are we going to go? Russellville. We got Memphis coming up here. Yeah, Russellville.
Yeah,
we
I'll
got-
actually be doing a forum at Memphis.
Are you? Okay. Well, that's cool. Very good.
Yeah. So yeah, my calendar's filling up quick. I mean, St. Louis, Memphis, Branson, Russellville,
Yeah.
Hoxie, Orlando, Dayton, and a couple others coming in as we go. So yeah, it's going to be like every other weekend we're going to a ham fest somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm looking forward to it for sure.
And I do have a little bit of interesting news on the writing front if you're wanting to
Yeah.
do that now.
Well, let's have it.
I had an interesting email from ARRL earlier last week, or late last week, I should say, from their handbook editor. And they have asked me to write the Meshtastic and microwave networking section for this year's handbook. So I'll be working on that over the coming
Oh
weeks.
man, you're gonna be busy. You're gonna be real busy. Yeah.
But yep, I mean that's always been to me as a ham. The handbook has always been the Bible, the thing, and to be invited to write for that to me is just the top of the mountain. That's all you could ever ask for, and I'm really excited to be able to do that.
Yeah. Well, that's good. Well, I think we're gonna skip Dayton again this year.
And,
I've kind of got a itch to go back, but maybe I'll skip one more year. I don't know. I do have 2 tickets for the Dayton Ham Fest that we may just give away here on the show here. Maybe next month. That's in January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, we may give them away probably next month to some lucky viewer here. All right. Well, very good. All right, I'm just going to work the camera shots kind of manually tonight because it's hard for me to pay attention to the show and you get in here and try to move shots around and, create multiple shots and so forth. So we're just going to do it this way tonight. I'll try to have it done by next week. I saw Chris said something in the chat room. Chris said you should do the Belton, Texas Ham Expo. Only about a 6-hour drive from you. April 10th and 11th. That's a 2-day. 6-hour drive won't be bad for you.
Yeah, unfortunately, that looks. No, I do it, but unfortunately, that's the tentative date for the new Memphis Free Fest being put on by the Delta Club group. So,
what is it? Yeah.
Yes.
No, yeah. It is. Yeah. Same
I
date.
I have been invited to do a forum there. Trust me, it's the 11th. It's on my calendar.
Yeah. Same date. And okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to be in Branson the week before.
And the
So-
Memphis, the new Memphis one, we're going to call it new. It's not Free Fest anymore. But
Right.
they're just still
Right.
going with just 1 day. I wish they'd go back to 2 days.
I don't know. I don't think they can get the crowd to do 2 days just yet.
Really? Huh.
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be dependent on the facility and how well they go after it.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So I'm excited. I mean, hey, they're adding forums this year. So that's, or let me rephrase that. They're looking into adding forums this year.
Well, that's good.
So, I mean, that's always a good sign to be growing and adding things. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
All right. Well, hey, I think it's time for the big surprise news. Don't you guys think? Aren't you ready for it?
Since I don't know what it is, just lay it out there.
All right. Hey, first I want to say hi to Papa Doc, WA4YYM. Hey, Doc, glad you're with us tonight. Oh, did he leave? I don't know. Let's see. Okay. All right, we're going to go to some news. If you guys remember, we were just trying to try out Restream last week, and I purchased $450 package of Restream. And Brett and I tested it, and it didn't work very well for us. We had the same problems that we had on the show the week before. But we were working hard to try to see if we can't do better for the show. But anyway, $450. And then it was so bad the day after I purchased it, I asked for a refund. And I was told you can't have a refund. Their policy is you can get a refund within 7 days of your first purchase with the company. In other words, if you purchased a piece of software from them like in 1969, you only had 7 days. Now, that 7-day period, once that 7 days passed, I couldn't get a refund on my purchase this month because I missed the 7 days back in 1969. So I thought that was a little deceptive, and I gave them a piece of my mind. And I told them, I said, we're going to talk about this on the show. And I said, you'll probably lose more money by people not buying your product after hearing our results with it than it would if you give me my money back. And, of course, they really didn't want to give me my money back. They said that's not your policy. But they're out of Austin, Texas. Their software is developed in Kyiv, Ukraine. But anyway, they've got offices in Austin, Texas. And so I would imagine, they work 8 to 5. That's typically what people in the U.S. work, something like that. Daylight hours 8 to 5. So we had the show last week, and boy, did we badmouth it last week. We badmouthed them. We called them all kinds of names, and people in the chat room were calling them all kinds of names. And I was willing just to write it off, But it's funny, we talked about it and badmouthed them at 8:30 p.m. last week. And at 8:40, 10 minutes later, I got an email from Restream, and I'll read it to you if I can find it. Well, let's see, where is it? There it is, right there. Okay. Basically, it says, hi there. This is Judy from Realstream. We completely understand your concern and are committed to providing the best customer service. And she said, although this case is not covered by our return policy as a gesture of goodwill, I will now process your refund. Your money will be back in your account within 5 to 10 business days, according to your bank. So I thought that was interesting. We may have picked up a new watcher of the show. We badmouthed them at 8:30, and at 8:40 after hours, I get that email. So I don't know, guys. We must have a powerful, we must have a powerful signal down there in Texas. I guess they tuned in. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Well, I threatened to send Godzilla and Rodan after them.
Yeah. Well, I almost called him a two-faced pot-bellied baboon that couldn't catch a cold if the wind was blowing, but I didn't. But I did give him a piece of my mind, you know. All right. Okay, so
Well, that's good.
we're getting our money back.
There you go.
We're getting our money back because it worked just like this was working when we were having trouble. It didn't work any better, and I felt like that they were going to be the best overall. You know, you hear a lot of people use them, but anyway, thank you. I'll just say thank you to Restream. You guys did come through. We really appreciate that, and if we said anything bad about you, we apologize, and we'll take that back. And thank you again for, I think, doing the right thing.
I agree.
I do think you need to change your policy that says you can get a refund within 7 days after your first purchase, basically no matter what year it was. I think I've never heard of that before.
No, that's a new one.
Yeah, it's a new one. Wow. I don't know, man. But I feel good about it.
Hey, at least they made it right. That's the important thing.
Yeah, I think so. Yep. All right, guys. Well, let's see. Okay, I've got a note here of something to talk about, but I can't read my own note. Show messenger satellite dish. Oh, I know what it was, and I've got it right here. Let me pull this up. I want to show you guys this. Let's see. I got to go to it. Hang on one second. All right. Almost there. One more click.
Yeah, this stream is still pretty choppy.
Maybe one more.
Absolutely. At least the audio is getting through.
Yeah. Okay. So, guys, I want to show you. This is not what I was going to show you, but this is one of the pictures I did save to try to show. Let's talk a little about our first 2-meter radio, guys. This was my first 2-meter radio. Right there.
Oh my gosh, that's a.
It's a Motorola. It's like we call it a Motorola taxi cab. Or,
that was GE.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh God, what is that? The 43 or something like that?
Yeah. I don't remember exactly, but it weighed about 43 pounds. I can tell you that. And
oh yes, I had a GE pre-progress line in mine.
This was a 2-channel. You can see the little switch down there at the bottom. 2-channel. You got channel 1, channel 2. Yep. And it was, a tube radio, and weighed about 40 pounds. That was my first 2-meter radio. And my antenna was a square piece of copper, about 10 inches square, and it had a tuna fish can soldered on top of that with an SO2 SO239 connector in the top of that tuna can, and a whip. And that was my first 2-meter antenna. And I got it from it was a beautiful radio. This is not my radio. This is just a copy of one like mine. I don't think I have a picture of mine. But 43 pounds. So what I'd do when I'd get home from work, I'd carry that sucker in the house, set it up there on the desk, hook it to the power supply. That was my 2-meter rig. And then when I'd go to work in the next morning, I'd carry that thing out there, set it on the hump in the car, and power it up. And it was my first rig. first 2-meter rig, and that radio was refurbished. And back then, and still today, they do this. They put it in a dishwasher. You can put a radio in a dishwasher and wash that sucker clean. You got to let it dry out, though. You don't want to turn it on real wet. Let it dry out real good. Then they tuned it up, put it on frequency, and that was it. Yeah, it was portable, all right. If you could lug around 43 pounds, it was yeah.
Yeah, didn't that have a vibrator for the
yeah, I think it did. It had to have a vibrator in it. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when I worked with my uncle in a TV shop, we worked on car radios and stuff. You mentioned a vibrator. Glenn, I don't know if you've ever taken one apart, but, inside it's just like a little a reed vibrator, and it starts vibrating back and forth, and it just breaks that DC up into choppy DC, and that way the transformer can step it up.
Yes. It was a very early version of a switching power.
Yeah.
Supply.
And but in the TV shop, we would take an old vibrator like that and take some dikes, cut it open, and in there was this foam rubber insert that slid inside there that little reed went up in the middle of, and we would pull those little foam things out. They were like little rubber foam type things, and they were just big enough to put over a hot tube, and we called them, tube pullers. It fit over like a 6V6 or something like that. The big octal tube, and they were pretty neat. So anyway, I thought you guys might get a laugh of my first 2-meter rig, and. I did have this is about 1973. I just gotten out of the Air Force, and that was my first 2-meter rig. I moved to Memphis, and I saw somebody in Facebook complaining that some ham called CQ on a repeater. They were supposed to call CQ on a repeater. Well, I can understand that, but you know what? When I got that radio, it had a dumb receiver. The receiver just wasn't working. I had to get it repaired. And I was going to work. I didn't hear anybody on the repeater. So guess what? I called CQ. I called CQ out there, but nobody answered me that I heard. And then later I was told, you don't call CQ on a repeater. But anyway, so, hey, I was learning back 1974.
Everybody starts somewhere. Come on, cut them some slack.
Oh, yeah. All right, I had another picture here in a minute to, what is that back there behind Brett? Look at that, man.
Oh, yeah, that's my big cat.
Yeah?
Yes. Well, I guess I can't really say it's mine. This is the one that wanders down the alley behind my house.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, this is this is the king of the neighborhood.
All right, I have another one here to show you. I think if I can find it. Let's see.
Yeah, in 1974, I had the General Electric equivalent of that Motorola, which was the pre-progress line. Very, very similar, vibrating power supply. Had it in my car.
Yeah, were they crystal controlled, by the way, or were they?
Yes.
They were crystal.
Mine had again, I believe 2 crystals with a switch.
Yeah. All right. Well, I guess I don't have.
But that's all we had back then.
Yeah.
Stone knives and bearskins.
In fact.
I mean the synthesized rigs really didn't start to come around until 76, 75 thereabouts. Because I remember we borrowed somebody's Genève GTX2 that had a synthesizer for a road trip.
One of the first ones that I saw, I think, was at Clegg. Clegg came out with it synthesized.
Yeah, that
with the
FM27B.
they had thumb wheels on it, you just set the frequency, Well,
Yes.
the things were a little bit different way, back then. Here's a diagram here actually of the radios we used back then, actually.
Yeah. The hardest part was getting those electric eels to get on frequency.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I usually had problem down in the very bottom left-hand corner right there, getting the routing correct. But, eventually once you learn, you can do
Yeah,
it.
and you had to change the holy water on a regular basis because it got so full of sin.
Yeah, yeah. What's that other thing? What's that? What's all those resistors right there? Yeah, and to make this thing work well, you had to find the resistance.
Yeah, that's a resistance jungle, Jim.
Yeah,
you heard of resistance ladders?
You had to calculate the resistance, the single resistance of that right there.
But
yeah. All right.
Yeah, but that's the resistance jungle, Jim, instead of the resistive ladder.
Right.
Oh my gosh, a 666 timer.
I was just looking at that, man. The mark of the beast, man. You got a 666 timer chip in it, man. Well,
and scarab beetles.
That's an upgrade from the 555 for sure, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's interesting, right there.
I like that.
Yeah, yeah. All right. Well, let's see what else we had going here. Hey, let's talk about Winter Field Day. I probably won't go. Brett, you, Glenn, y'all going to Field Day, Winter Field Day?
No, I'm going to be in St. Louis at the Ham Fest in Collinsville that weekend.
Okay. Man, I kind of want to go to that, but I don't know if I want to drive that far. It's a 6
5
hour
hours
drive.
for you.
It's about 300 miles. I don't know. Oh well. What about you, Brett? What about you? Are you going?
We always have a major winter field day here in Laramie, Wyoming, and we will have a tent with a wood stove in it and multiple rigs and antennas all over the place. We have a lot of fun with that. We make it a winter camp out.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
And I'm probably going to wind up bringing antennas this year.
Well, they give
You also realize that's the weekend you get 15 inches of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah, and the ice storm. That's when we get the ice storm.
Yep.
Now, Glenn, I think I remember one of the field days, winter. I think it was Winter Field Day. I came down and saw you down in Mississippi, and we got 10 inches of rain that day.
No, that was summer field day.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was summer field day. We had 10 inches of rain on the. We were in. Oh gosh, what do they call those things?
A pavilion or
a pavilion
cover? Yeah.
Yeah, we had a pavilion, but it actually had 3 to 4 inches of water, and ducks were swimming by.
And you know what? I remember it had a metal.
It's on a hill.
It had a metal picnic bench inside there, and you had all the equipment
Yes.
up on it, and you had a tarp over it because rain was coming sideways.
Yes.
Now, I wasn't too worried about the rain. I was more concerned about the lightning and that metal bench that everybody was sitting on and covering up on, man.
We had my lightning detector there, and if it was going off, we stayed away from the rigs and disconnected them.
Yeah.
So the Arduino saved the day and let us at least do some operating on that field day.
Yeah, yeah. I remember the ducks floating by. They came right by, man.
Yeah. But the thing is, that pavilion was on a hill. It was a good, foot above surrounding terrain.
Well, speaking of on the hill, I mean, I can understand how you can have water. When I was in the Air Force, in the security service, my last year was overseas, and I'll just say we collected intelligence on China and North Korea. But anyway, so we were up on a really high hill. That's where we worked. Bunch of antennas up there. We had a bunch of linguist people that all had R390s. We had maybe 20 people with R390s, and they were all hooked up to these big antennas and they're typing everything they can hear, you know. And, you know, here we have hurricanes. Well, over there we have typhoons. The same thing. Well, we had a typhoon. And I cannot believe they had us sandbag the doors on top. We were on the very top of this great big old tall hill, man. We had to sandbag the doors. I don't even think it rained. Man. So that's one of my stories. Might as well tell the other story on the hill. We made a snowball. I think it was about 8 feet in diameter. We rolled that sucker out there. It was big and it was heavy. And we had to park down the hill a little ways. You couldn't drive all the way up into the compound here. We had to park, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred feet down below. And then the main roads down at the bottom of the hill were, you know, maybe 800,000 feet lower. And we had that 8-foot snowball, and we were going to roll it down the road, but we decided not to. We might have hit somebody's car and wiped it out. Anyway, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it, guys. All right.
Well, here's my other cat.
All right. Let's look at that.
It's a Pop-Tart cat.
Yeah.
Yep. This is known as the Nyan cat because it goes nyan 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 as it annoys you for half an hour or so if you go to YouTube and you see the meme. But anyway, I'll go to a saner background so I don't drive everybody out there crazy.
Oh, that's all right.
Yeah.
Hey, I want to show everybody again. I probably wouldn't close up the mic. I want to show everybody again. I want to talk a little about free ham radio magazines and.
Oh yeah, people give away.
There's a really good one here, and I'm gonna show you some of it here and talk. Just show you what's in there. I feel like the quality of this is as good as QST or CQ's out of business now, and most of the other ham radio magazines are out. But this is called SDR magazine, and it's free. And it is really high quality, guys. If you want to subscribe to it, just go to SWR Magazine, do a search for it. But this thing's got a lot of pages. So just look at the quality of it. Color, good photos. They talk about a lot of different subjects in here. Let's just flip through it and see what we got. World news. There's a lot of stuff if you're interested in POTA. They cover de-expeditions very thoroughly. Pedestrian mobile. Look at there. That's what we need, Glenn. Glenn, we need to get pedestrian mobile here. That looks heavy.
Yeah, you need to strap a tower to your back and go pedestrian mobile.
Yeah. Now here's an article here with looks like he's got a small loop. I'm assuming that's probably a VHF loop. I don't know.
It says HF on the go, so I'd assume that's HF.
Oh, does it? Is that what it is? Okay. I guess that'd be all right. Well, you could probably hold it up high. It's on a stick or something, so that's interesting.
Yeah.
They've got reviews. Let me fix the audio for you, Brett. Let me click a button here and fix your audio.
Yeah.
All right. Because I saw you trying to talk, but we wasn't hearing you. You should be able to come in now.
Yep. Well, that looked like a little mag loop. I used one about twice that diameter for field day and had all kinds of QSOs on it. So that probably would work.
Yeah, probably would. What is that? That's an FT. What is it?
FT5D
DR.
DR.
Yeah.
Well, that's their low end digital.
Yeah, I won one of those at Huntsville, and there's two models, I think, of the FT5. There's one that doesn't have all the digital stuff in it. There's one that's just loaded with digital, and there's a big price difference in them. And I didn't know I was selling I put it on eBay, and I didn't realize I was selling the one loaded with all the digital stuff, and I had the price about $100 lower than what it should have been. And man, bam, bippity boppity boom! I think in 30 seconds somebody bought it.
Yeah.
Hamcation coming up now. You're going down here, Glenn?
Yes, sir.
All right.
I'll be doing a forum there on Saturday.
A little too far for me.
Oh, God, I love it. Friend and I are going to be going all the way down to Miami because we both grew up down in Miami and that area. So we're going to be touring all of our old high school and growing up areas in Miami the day before.
Yeah.
So
well, in my job, I got down to Miami about every month, and I really enjoyed going down there. Tell you the truth, I did that for years and years, man, and I kind of miss it. I've been retired now 12 years, 13 years, and I hadn't gone back.
I used to get the Orlando run about once or twice a week for a while.
Yeah. Let's see what all we got here.
And my new book may be out in time for Orlando. It's going to be real close.
Well, you better get to work. All right, hex beam. I built a hex beam like this a few years ago. I gave it away. I think we built it 20 through 10. We didn't add the 40 on there. That makes it pretty large, actually, the 40 meters does. But I think they have a good article on hex beam if you're interested in hex beam and everything. Between the Dial and the Waterfall, that may be interesting reading. RTTY, that's what I did in the Air Force. I repaired teletype, and that's a Model 28 teletype down in the bottom left there, and I think that's in the top right. That's I think it's small. I can't see much, but that may be a Model 15 or something. I don't know, one of the older ones. But I ran radio teletype for quite a number of years, and it was really interesting back then. Of course, it's so easy now with all this digital stuff. You don't even have to have a teletype.
Oh yeah.
Anymore to do the digital stuff.
Mm-hmm. But I love teletype.
Yeah.
That's where I got my start in computers, and people would, if you weren't careful, somebody would grab the bin from under the teletype and dump the chads on you.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yep.
Well, hey, in the Air Force and 4 years of that, and then afterwards, I know what you mean here for sure. And let's see, what do we got there? FT8.
FT897.
Is it still relevant today? I bet you it is. If I just have a radio I can talk on, I don't need all those fancy buttons and stuff,
I actually prefer my FT450 because it's got more buttons. It still has menus, but it's got just enough buttons to get the job done.
Yeah.
Yep.
You want to build
the band scope on it.
You want to build your 12 and 17 meter Yagi? Looky there. I've never had an antenna up for those bands until just recently. I took my antennas down this past few months to get some trees cut, and I went ahead and put me a 12 and 17 meter dipole up. And there's a lot of stuff on there, man. I mean, it comes in clear. When those bands are hot, they're hot, man. And course, I could always get on with a tuner and like my extended double zip or well, basically my extended double zip. You know, I've got that loop, but it's not a multiple of the 12 and 17 meter band, so it basically wouldn't tune there. But I did have that extended double zip I could put on there. I just never really worked that band much. Let's see what else we got in here. Crystal AM.
Yeah, when I get my beam back up, it's got the Wark bands on it. So
Yeah.
can't wait to get my beam back up.
This reminds me here, the old Crystal radio here. It reminds me of Martin Jew. I usually talk to him about once every few weeks.
Oh gosh, yes.
I need to call Martin. Martin has a story where he built his first radio. He built was a crystal radio like this, and he said he never could get it to work. Yeah, never could, man. And then look where he is today, man.
Yeah.
It's pretty simple, guys. A coil, a capacitor, and a germanium diode basically is what you need.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah,
DX
well,
cluster? Go
The
ahead.
only way it won't work is if it won't tune. Maybe your capacitor is shorted out or your coil is open.
Yeah, I don't know. You know, the one that I think I built, the coil, you take sandpaper and you clean the top of it all the way across, and you put your little metal slider on there, and that's how we tuned it.
Well, there was one that was based on a razor blade, if I remember correctly.
Yeah. You had to have a blue. It was
They
a blue.
used the razor blade as the detector.
Yeah, it was a blue. It had to be a blue razor blade, if you remember that.
Yeah.
Now, I did see an article the other day about a guy didn't have a blue one, but he was able to take some type of metal and heat it up with a torch, and somehow, I don't know if it oxidizes or whatever, it actually turns kind of blue, and he made that work just by putting heat to it, you know.
Huh. Yeah.
Yep. Well, you just need to make a rectifying junction however you do it. A bad solder joint could make a great detector.
Oh, yeah. Well, and you know, there have been reports of people picking up radio stations in the filling of their teeth. You know, the filling acts as a diode or detector.
Though they keep debunking that, but we keep hearing those stories, so
Yeah,
you
I
don't know which
I
is which.
Well, yeah. Razor blade and pencil graphite with Mark P there. Ham radio zone. I mean, this magazine's got it all, man. I mean, it's
nice.
It's a nice magazine, high quality. It's a nice, very nice magazine. So it's free. SWR magazine, and they've got it in Spanish or they've got it in English. So I think it's done out of Puerto Rico. All right. Let's stand by just a second. We'll be right back, and then we got some. Hey, I got a. It's not a contest. You can get this certificate, but this event goes on for 1 solid year. We won't talk about that in a minute. We'll be right back. Let's all go over to ICOM and check out the IC705. The IC705 is an HF 50, 144, and 440 megahertz multi-mode portable transceiver. It gives you base station performance and features in the palm of your hand. The IC705 is a perfect sidekick and QRP companion. Its compact rig weighs just over 2 pounds with RF direct sampling for most of the HF band and an IF sampling for frequencies above 25 megahertz. It includes a 4.3-inch touchscreen with live band scope waterfall, 5 watts with a BP272, and 10 watts with a 13.8 volt DC. Integrated GPS with antenna and GPS logger, supports QRP, QRPP operations. Heard it, worked it, logged it for the love of ham radio. For more information about ICOM's amateur radios and to locate a dealer, please visit icomamerica.com/amateur. All right, we're back. I was going to pull up, there's a thing called the Battle of the Cowpens. It's happening this month. It's about the American Revolution, and I wish I could. Why can't I pull that up? Here we go. I've got it. Here we go. This is something, if you're a certificate hunter, this is something you might be interested in. Chasing Cornwall's Challenge. This is a K4C, the Battle of the Cowpens special event. And this is, what's this about? American Revolution. They're going to have six different. Yeah, they're going to have 6 different events. And if you work 5 out of 6, if you work 5 out of 6, you can get their certificate. But they've been doing this for several years. I didn't know really anything about it. That's going to be cool right there. Work 5 of the 6 events to qualify for a certificate. And there they are. Battle of the Cowpens, Moore's Creek, Guilford, Semi-Quincentennial.
Semi-quincentennial.
Yeah, something like that. Battle of Kings Mountain, and then in October we got the Battle of Yorktown. So this might be interesting here.
Yeah, that could be fun
to work. There's another one out there. Let me see if I've got it right here. It's the USA. Well, it doesn't seem to be there. Anyway, it's QRZ is putting this on. It's called USA250. Now, you can look this up if you are interested. The USA 250 event is sponsored by QRZ, and it's to commemorate, the birthday of the U.S. 250 years. So you might be interested. Now, all you have to do is work 250 stations. Now, this thing goes on all year. So you have to work 250 stations between January 1st of this year and December the 31st. And they have to be entered into the QRZ logbook, verified somehow in their logbook.
Yeah.
So work 250. Yeah, go ahead, Brett.
Are there any restrictions on modes or bands? Is there an exchange? What do they want you to do?
No, I think you just have to work 250 stations and get a QSL, basically confirmation from them, and log it in. Just log it in the QRZ logbook.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you log it in logbook and you get confirmations when people log. Okay.
I wonder how long it would take. To work 250 stations. Very short contacts.
One contest.
One.
Oh,
yeah.
Easily.
I get 11
using FT4.
I get 1,100 sideband contacts on field day.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than one day, though.
24 hours.
Yeah. Okay. That is one day. All right.
Last time I checked.
Now here's where the problem comes in: getting the other end to enter it in your QRZ logbook.
This is true.
You may work 1,100. You may work 1,100, but you may only get 600 logged in, man. So that's.
Hey, I still did it by 400 or 350, so I'm good.
Yeah, you are.
Yeah,
Well,
not everyone logs to QRZ. A lot of people log to LOTW or something else.
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
here you go. You got Jim saying, I think the first station to get 250 contacts was on the first day.
Oh, really? Wow. I think, you can do that. Knock them out.
He was the
after
311th to get it done, so yeah.
Yeah, knock them out really fast like that.
Yep.
I know I know when we did, I don't remember how many, Glenn, when we did the Last Man Standing special event from here, you were on the mic, you were knocking them out faster than I could log them.
Yeah, we probably got a couple hundred out of that.
Yeah, you were. I couldn't log them as fast. I mean, I was saying, slow down, Glenn, slow down, man. What was his call? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when I get in that contest mode, man. I can roll until I drop.
Yeah. Oh well. Okay. All right. Anything else going on, you guys?
Well, I've got my Heil headset repair video, or not video, but pictures.
Okay.
Well, let's see how you did it.
All right. Now let's start with this. Give this links time to get it showing. Are you seeing it now?
Yeah.
Okay, because it's not really showing here. Okay, there it is. As you can see on the earpiece, the mount that goes into the earpiece that allows that earpiece to swivel snapped. Yeah. And there's a little wire going between the two pieces. And I thought, oh, well, we're going to have to scrap a headset. And then I decided one day just to look for Heil parts. Found out that several people sell them. The DX store, Heil sells them directly. And, DX Engineering also sells them.
Did you break that or did someone else break it?
It actually broke in my Go box from just travel.
I think I've got the same headset here.
That thing had easily 10 field days and a bunch of contests. I mean, we got our money's worth out of it. But what we had to do, this is another angle of the break, was you can get the parts for each side. You take it apart. You basically take the whole thing apart because you have to desolder that link wire and the wire to the headset. And then you have to run it through the new little swivel there. And then, of course, run it back through, resolder it. And then there is the finished repair. All brand new, good, ready to go.
Now, let me ask you: is that
the finished headset.
Is that just like these? Do you think that?
I can't tell on the tiny screen. Let me stop sharing and see.
Okay. Oh.
You have a set which shows him full size?
Yeah. That's the same. No, not on that screen. It would not. That's if that's the Pro Set Elite, that's what I've got.
Here's the thing. Nearly anybody that picks these up.
No, those are slightly. Well,
let me tell you. Here's the problem I got with these, and I can do it, but
what is the model number on that, Tom?
Oh, Pro Set 3. Pro Set 3.
Okay. I have this 6, but I'm sure the parts of you can get the parts for that because they had all sorts of parts on their list. So if you needed to, you could get the parts to repair that one.
So here's what I found with this one. I don't know if that was swivel. The reason I asked, but this thing swivels like crazy. It is. I've had people try to use it, and these things fold. These things fold up funny. They fold funny, and they turn funny.
Yes.
And some people grab it.
Yes.
And they try to put them on, and they flip that, and the earphone is sticking the wrong way. And if they don't know, you got to turn it back over this way. And they almost they almost break these things trying to get them open where you can put them on their head,
It's got the same swivel that mine does, so yes,
Yeah.
that would be repairable if it broke.
Yeah, it looks like the same thing there. Yeah.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. That little phase switch that it's got on one of the earphones,
Yeah.
that thing really it switches the phase of the audio
Right.
in the earpiece. It reverses the phase, and believe it or not, that has a huge impact on hearing ability. Flipping that switch if you need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
It can help you pull signals out of the mud. It's a phenomenal pair of headsets.
Oh yeah. It's good.
So yeah, I've got the Pro Set Elite in my Go box. I bought a spare because I thought I was going to need to get a new one, and then when I discovered that I could repair this one, it's like cool. So now I have a new set for the house and a repaired set for my Go box.
Yeah.
But yeah,
WD8 IOL says he's got the same set here, and he has to hold them between his knees to, twist them around where they go in your head, right?
see, and I don't have any problems. Yes, they're floppy, but once you
Yeah.
grip them, they go right on my head. I don't have a problem with them.
Oh yeah.
And once they're on my head, they don't come off for 6 hours, so it doesn't matter.
Well, so on my Mess-tastic, I saw a report from Detroit the other day. That's getting on
Oh,
up
neat.
there. Detroit, and I got St. Louis like you did, but and I'm getting over to Fort Smith now. I don't know, I don't know. Now, I guess if I had some cows to track, it might be real good, but so far
Yeah.
I haven't tracked anything with them or used it. But it's fun. It's fun just seeing where the signals can come from, with this
Yeah.
very low power, low power, very high frequency, Well,
Exactly.
it's not very high frequency. It's more than very high frequency.
It's microwave.
Yeah, it's on up here.
Yep. And it's really only, it can't follow the curvature of the Earth, and you can't do skips. So you are limited in range, but not if you relay off good selected repeaters. You could go around the curvature of the Earth and go hundreds of miles.
Yep.
Well, I want them to get some repeaters between here and Glenn, so I can send Glenn a message. That's going to be one of our goals this year. Get a message across to Glenn.
Shouldn't be that hard. You've just got to get probably a link. See, because you can get up to Jonesboro. You should be able to get to Jonesboro because they get to Memphis all the time. So
Well,
you should be able to get.
I'm seeing Little Rock. I'm seeing Conway. I'm seeing Fort Smith.
Yeah. Well, the biggest thing is we probably need one more between Little Rock and Jonesboro, up in the Searcy or BB area.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, maybe
And
900 megahertz Yagi, which I have a couple of. Each of you pointed toward Memphis. Maybe you could relay in that direction.
that's a 200-mile hop.
Yeah,
Oh,
I think the Earth curvature might
Yeah.
cause a problem there.
You couldn't make it in one hop, but maybe you could get to stations which could then relay it on, and you could do it
Well,
within.
see, and that's just it. I can get to Little Rock. It's the Little Rock and beyond that's going to be the issue. He's seeing Little Rock, but not. It's probably not much. Yeah, you'll get some tropoducting there, Mark, but I really think there needs to be, and we've been talking about this on the Discord group. There really isn't a good, solid mesh-tastic link between Little Rock and Jonesboro or further east.
How about moon bounce?
Oh, you're talking power now. Let's make that plus 30 dB bounce off the moon.
No. Well, go to
Let's
part
see.
97, and you could do it, maybe.
You're still limited to what, 10 watts EIRP?
I forget whether the limit's EIRP or whether
Trust me.
Yeah.
Trust me. I wrote the book. It's 10 watts.
Okay. Yeah, that'd be iffy.
Yeah. Now, if you were doing standard 900 meg in the ham band, you can find a slot that'll let you run a kilowatt,
Mm-hmm.
but not in the ISM portion of that band
Oh,
where the Meshtastic runs.
oh yeah. It would have to be in the ham portion of the band.
Yeah. But yeah, if you're a ham, you're allowed to run up to 30 watts ERP, which, or I'm sorry, 10 watts ERP. And that's all you got. And at that stage of the game, what's 10 watts IRP versus 1 watt? Not enough.
Yeah, well, if it's ERP and not EIRP, let's see.
Pretty sure it's EIRP.
Yeah, because then it gives you 2 dB more, a little bit more.
Yeah, but I mean that's not even doubling your powers. So
Yeah.
not sufficient to make a big enough difference to bounce off the moon or anything of that nature. Now there are people that have put them on balloons and use them as Meshtastic repeaters. They're also bouncing off of airplanes. They do that from time to time. And of course, there are people that sneak theirs on the plane and run it while they're in the air.
I got one of those the other day. The fellow was flying from Omaha to Denver, and he connected to the repeater here, and we all saw him.
Yeah. But for reliable ground side, you're going to need links every line of sight hop. Fortunately, we got mountains here, and a lot of the folks have got them on the mountains towards the west, Petit Jean and further west. They've got one on every mountaintop, Mount Nebo, etc. It's going east that we don't have a lot of coverage yet. But they're working on it. I mean, the boys over in Jonesboro are really working on that and a lot of other things. They do a lot of the weather balloon, the weather sonde balloons. They chase a lot of those. And that's kind of cool because, those come down, they launch them in Little Rock or somewhere else, and they come down quite often right around the border between Arkansas and Tennessee. And so they go out in the fields and they recover the balloons when they come down. Because they sent them to burst, and then they come down. And they're still transmitting when they hit the ground for a little while, so they recover those. Kind of cool. We've got a Discord group that you can watch them track them, and they show pictures of the ones they've caught and stuff. It's really kind of cool. But there's nothing with preventing Tom from putting a Meshtastic one up on a balloon and sending it up. It's not that heavy.
Yeah, I think we could get it up there.
I think you probably can do it for like 10 grams.
Yeah, well, yeah, and we could make it solar powered, use the same solar system,
Right.
system. Yeah, we could do that. Well, maybe. Well, I was gonna say maybe I ought to just put one on a balloon and tether it here and send it up about 500 feet. Mine's up about 50. Mine's about 50 feet. The only thing with you tether one and you get the wind blowing, it may just blow that thing right across trees and power lines and who knows what.
I think it'd be fun to send it up as a balloon. A full blown.
Well, you know what? You know what? Yeah, hey, that's a good idea. Now, it'd probably make the balloon heavy, but I mean, I'd have to have the other tracker on there too. But I don't know the power consumption of this thing. Like how many? I don't think the milliamps is that great. To tell you the truth,
I don't think it would be if you ran the standard ISM stuff.
Yeah. That might be something I've been thinking. What can I do different on the next flight? And I might try to put a Meshtastic on it. Now, here's the deal. it's going to probably drop my altitude to about 30,000. That's probably going to be our limit.
Still going to get you up there.
Yeah, that's our limit's probably going to be about 30,000 if we put that on there, that extra weight. But I might try that now. That'd be interesting. Yeah. All right. Well, you give me something to think about.
There you go.
Guys, right now, man, my project right now is I've got this major, pretty large walk-in closet here at the ham shack. I have so much stuff on the shelves in here. I have wall-to-wall shelves, 3 walls, and it was organized at one time, but over the years it becomes unorganized. Glenn probably knows about this. And it's almost a death trap. You walk in here, something's going to fall on you. I mean, you can get tangled in wires, stuff's going to fall. You can't pick anything up or set anything down without 3 or 4 other things falling off the shelf. They're all over the floor. So I'm right now in the process of cleaning that closet out and putting slidable containers, on every shelf. Put organized things. I'm throwing away about half that stuff. I'm saving the other 50% for putting that up in the attic, getting it out of here. And then the other 10%, let's say that's 50, 50, and 10. The other 10%, well, anyway, I'm just trying to keep down a minimum number. For instance, power cords. These power cords that plug on the back of a computer.
All too well.
Yeah, I had a box down here in this closet of maybe 25 of those. 25.
Oh,
now
only 25?
I probably have 100 of them up in the attic. So what I did,
yep,
I kept only 3 or 4 down here, and the rest went to the attic. Things I don't touch, like I got a whole box of all different ballons and stuff. I'm not using them in here. I know where they are. I moved them to the attic. There's all kinds of stuff, So it's quite a task to clean that thing out in there, but it needed it. So I've been working for days, and the problem is I gotta walk upstairs to take that stuff up, and I don't like walking upstairs. Yep. Mm-hmm. I don't like it.
Well, and that's, I had that whole couple boxes of rotators. All they needed to do was be, re-greased, cleaned, repaired, if necessary, new ball bearings and stuff, and I just finally went to those 2 or 3 boxes that were in my attic and said, I've had enough. Yeah. And I have redone my garage storage, so I don't have much upstairs in the attic anymore. And I'm clearing that out one tote at a time now. And my closets are actually empty, other than the bedroom, because I'm in the stage of painting them. So my closets have been returned to standard household human use rather than radio stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, and I got rid of the treadmill in the workroom. So the workroom is now a ham shack workroom with space.
Yeah.
So
hey, Carl K5CWR in the chat room said he went to a sliding bin type deal, I guess, in his closets, and now he can't find anything, man. So
that's me.
Yeah.
I've shown you that thing on my wall. I must have 17 of those 40 small drawer parts bins from Harbor Freight. I can't find anything.
I've got some of those, and those drawers aren't labeled, but I kind of know.
Mine are.
I kind of know what drawer different things are in, but.
But I mean, I went looking. I found an RJ45 connector, to build a cable in a box the other day as I was cleaning it. I'm like, oh, well, let's go put this in the bin in the garage. It took me 15 minutes to find that little drawer that those connectors were in.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's not fun. But I will tell you this. The house looks better. It's cleaner. Once I get organized and start building and can find things, then things will be better. But right now, I'm still painting my ceilings. The clowns that had this house before me decided the ceilings need to be painted some kind of sky gray. You know, I'm like, why can't you paint a ceiling white and leave it? So
Man,
that's my project.
Well, I got so much stuff here I know I'll never touch. That it's too good to throw away. And
Well, that's why I'm doing the Hamfest thing.
and I'm thinking, the Hamfest be good, but man, for some reason I just don't have the energy anymore to haul hundreds of pounds of stuff into a Hamfest. And then when it don't sell,
what
haul
you
it
do
back.
is you take loads and you price it so that it does sell.
Yeah.
And because I mean, we're going to these Hamfests anyway. I'm getting a table because I like having a place to sit that's guaranteed.
Yeah.
And you know, so I mean, I'm selling stuff. If you want to bring a tote or two every time we're together, put it on my table. Or we get 2 tables together. I don't care.
Well,
But if you take a little bit at a time, eventually, like I said, I've got 4 rotators that I've rebuilt that are going to St. Louis with me. I do not expect those to come home
yeah, they'll probably sell.
because
All
I'm
right.
pricing them to sell.
All right, guys, this is about time to shut it down for tonight. I want to thank everybody out there listening on WBCQ and also joining us on one of our video media sites, X, Twitch, Facebook, and YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button if you can. Hit the like, hit the notify. If there's any buttons there, hit them all. You know, just don't hit the button that says report. Just don't hit that button. All right. So anyway, we'll see you next week. Oh man, I just remembered I got a dentist appointment tomorrow. I'm gonna get 2 crowns put on tomorrow.
Oh, well, my doctor, I saw my doctor after my procedure.
Yeah.
And they've actually said I can quit 4 medications.
Well, that's good.
I see my regular doctor this week and my cardiologist next week, and that I may have one more outpatient trip, and I will be on the I'll see you every 6-month scenario.
Well, that's great, man. That's great. All right, guys, we're gonna sign off. Say good night, 73s. See you next week, and have a good week.
Good
So
night,
you're
everybody.
saying I can ask this cat any question?
The cat is connected to the computer. You just type in the question, it will read his mind. There the answer comes.
You're the man! I've been looking for this for weeks.
It's the best ham radio show online. Amateur radio roundtable every time. Tom W5 KUB keeps the stream alive. With hams worldwide, we're feeling the vibe. With Glenn KW5GP breaking it down. Building gear and wearing that crown. And Brett WY7BG shouting clear. Coming in strong from here, DD. Oh, and Mark P. Yeah, he's part of the light. So tune in every Tuesday night. It's more than mics and modulation. It's heart and soul in every station. From kits and code to satellites. We learn, we laugh, we share the nights. So grab your rig, grab your crew, and it's always something cool and